Now, State Line had intended to bring you a planning debate as well, but the Planning Minister Justin Madden declined our invitation to debate his counterpart Matthew Guy. So, Emma O'Sullivan examines the issues that have made the planning portfolio so controversial.
Melbourne's suburban frontier is continuing to stretch outwards. In July, State Parliament passed changes to urban growth boundaries, releasing 24,500 hectares for development on Melbourne's fringe.
The continual urban sprawl is going to be the end of Melbourne as a great city.
Planning expert Michael Buxton was appointed to the Premier's Green Wedge Working Party in 2001. He also advised the government on the implementation of its Melbourne 2030 plan.
Originally, the plan focused on concentrating development in appropriate sites. Now it's spreading out, and it's also becoming high-rise.
The Planning Minister Justin Madden declined to take part in a debate on State Line, but he agreed to debate opposition planning spokesman Matthew Guy on ABC Radio this week.
Your party has passed VC 71, a horrendous planning scheme amendment that'll turn Melbourne into Sydney and put anything anywhere.
A fear campaign again, Mr Guy.
It's fact.
Mr Guy, that is the closest thing to a lie I have ever heard you say.
Michael Buxton says there are ways to accommodate 1 million more residents, with little change to Melbourne's borders and character.
Areas like Fisherman's Bend and areas around North Melbourne, there are significant areas of Melbourne that old industrial sites and so on, that could house very large numbers of people.
We're now looking to places like Fisherman's Bend, and
Sure.
This is visionary.
But Alphington and the paper mill site's gone nowhere, and this could be exactly the same.
Well, the point is, John, we didn't say it was going to happen overnight. It will happen, and I can guarantee you when we're back. You are wrong.
Over the 12 months to April this year, the Minister didn't call in any applications before councils, but he did call in 13 projects before VCAT.
The Minister can do anything he likes.
We notify Parliament when we've called in, what we've called in, and we also publish the reasons for those call-ins.
Up until April, the Planning Minister also had total responsibility for all developments in the CBD that were over 25,000 square metres. His most controversial decision was the Windsor Hotel redevelopment, which he approved after his media advisor accidentally leaked a proposal for fake community consultation. The National Trust fought against the plan through the courts. It lost and says there's nothing more it can do.
As time goes by, it becomes increasingly obvious that there is something not quite right about the Heritage Act if it can't protect buildings that our past generations have deemed are important enough to put on the Heritage Register.
The developer and the owner of the Windsor Hotel appealed against a heritage permit condition which denied them permission to construct 2 floors on a corner of the building. This week, the Heritage Council dismissed the appeal. In a statement, the hotel owner told State Line, "We now have to reassess our options to make it work financially. I hope the decision can be made by the end of the year." The National Trust is urging policymakers to preserve Melbourne's reputation as one of the world's most livable cities.
This is a city that's going to be here in 100 years, and it's going to grow and it's going to prosper. But do we want to ruin it at the same time?